Right, everyone, we should be live. Let's make sure that's actually the case. So we have to start that and then pause it. Working. Excellent. Here, just a sec. Oh, I forgot my glove. Ooh, what am I doing today? I'm a little bit scatterbrained thinking about having to eat candy corn at the moment. Not necessarily a fan, but I do have it here. Yes, indeed, the torture is coming. To be clear, I don't normally eat ketchup, peanut butter, and candy corn sandwiches, but yeah, if people pay me, I guess I have to make an exception. Copium poppies, bring on the corn. Remember, no tampering with the candy corn, and it's got to be a bunch so the ketchup and peanut butter don't overpower the candy corn's subtle flavor. I wish it were more subtle. Yeah, this is not necessarily going to be the best meal that I've ever eaten. Oh, I never actually put the links up here. Anyway, we can refer to them. I think basically the news of the day, it's a little bit on the sparse side right now. Biden is trying to start World War III. We'll get into that. It's quite clear when you're sending long-range missiles and landmines to Ukraine and you're demented, that's not necessarily a recipe for anything other than disaster. So we'll talk about that. Clinton actually weighing in, saying something intelligent the other day, saying that he expected that the first female president was likely to be a Republican. I happen to agree, and I think that a lot of other commentators actually agree as well. I think it's much more likely that you're going to end up with a female president who is Republican, simply because of the voting cohort that they can really appease. Just a sec here. Ooh, yeah, that's glitching out. I've had a few problems today with my camera. I know that I'm live, though, so it's okay. Nancy Mace weighing in, saying that she's going to try to prevent women from being victimized. This is now a far-right talking point, which is strange. We'll talk about the Jaguar ad. I know that we talked about it on the Quartercast the other day on Wednesday, but the ad is so butt-fucked that we got to talk about it again. Then we can talk about nano pasta as well. And also, another problem I'm having right now, archive.ph is having some loading issues. So the last news story in there is not actually archived at all. Let's see here. Darth Corn Pop, leftoids. Wow, we didn't get our way in the election, so we're going to burn the country down because Orange Man bad. Screw the poor. I know. Yeah, they love democracy until democracy doesn't work in their favor. Then it's a huge problem. Achior, Sticks, I haven't gotten to see your stream yet. Huh. Yeah, some of this is going to be a little bit more of a rant than anything else. Because I had my news docketed, but the archive's not really working for me, so there's no way for me to refer to the actual articles because some of them won't load. But we'll talk about that. It'll probably be a little bit of a short stream. I am a little bit hungry, just not for what's next to me. I have no choice. I must please people. The Ringu Dinku, what's your opinion on Pam Bondi as AG? Perfectly fine. I would have liked Matt Gaetz to be AG, but he decided to withdraw. I think that was the point to begin with, though. I have a feeling that that was on purpose. Wasted, good morning from the grave. I ain't missing a single second of this. The Sandwich Challenge is proudly brought to you by Wasted Bonehead, Sigil Stone 17, and the Copium Poppies. All right, let's get it done. Let's get this shit out of the way. Just to make sure that nobody thinks that I'm cheating, or anything like that, I decided that I was going to do this all completely live, like actually make the sandwich. Otherwise, people would say I was using like fake candy corn or something like that. By the way, I'm only using one slice. I will eat it, but I'm not going to enjoy it. I think I should probably put the peanut butter on first, I suppose, because then I can drizzle the ketchup and shit on there. This is that all-natural fucking peanut butter too. It's the one that is basically flavorless. I'm not a particular fan. Peanut butter is meant to have a good deal of protein in it. Other than that, it's not really meant to be a health food. Oh, God, this is disgusting. What have I become? I'm becoming a monster. Thread that on. I'll just pretend that it's, I mean, it'll be better than the chicken chunks from the MRE, probably. Menu 3, by the way, needs to be discontinued. It's a war crime. The fact that it exists is something Trump desperately needs to address. He should put me in charge of MRE taste testing, and I guarantee you the troops would be twice as happy. Yeah, whatever. Ketchup, yeah. At least it's the simply kind, though. Jiminy Cricket, you're looking dangerously normal today. I probably won't look too normal after I eat this. Oh, come on. Sometimes it doesn't want to actually come out. I just don't want to overload it with ketchup. Oh, God. All right, you got your peanut butter. You've got your ketchup. Oh, God. Ugh, my old nemesis. Oh, Jesus. Ta-da! Yeah, this is going to be real fun, man. Here, let me get my hair out of the way before I get peanut butter in it. Yes, to those that are not aware, I was paid to do this. I do not normally eat this kind of thing. Just in case, because somebody's going to post it online, probably a clip of me eating this and act like it's my normal fare or something like that. Yes, Natalie, unfortunately, I have to eat this. Unfortunately. Thankfully, I took all my supplements and shit, and I have Red Bull to wash it down, so here it goes. I can't guarantee that I eat this entire thing because it's literally an abomination. I mean, basically, I've just created Adolf Hitler. But we're going to try it anyway and see how it tastes. Oh, God. What have I done? Yeah, I got like $100, Red. I agree with Ju Long, by the way. Ketchup does belong on mac and cheese. Surprisingly, not quite as bad as I expected. Thankfully, the peanut butter and ketchup sort of drowns out the candy corn. It's edible, but just barely. Honestly, though, I was correct. I would rather have to eat one of these for lunch than the white chicken chunk MRE. Add bacon, I'll double it. Oh, bacon makes everything better. You know, it's weird because of the sweetness of the ketchup and peanut butter being what it is. Actually, that's not terrible. It's not good. It's not something that you'd want to eat. I'm not going to eat the whole thing, by the way. Right. That's about the best I can do, dude. Yeah. Oh, now I'm dropping candy corn everywhere. I have a feeling I'm going to pay for that later. Yeah, from now on, because that's not particularly good. From now on, I'm going to be vetting any of the weird food challenge sort of things. I would much rather eat the tarantula than that. Copium poppies, more corn. No, that's enough corn for one day. If it was actual corn, then the sandwich probably wouldn't be that bad. JD, hey Sticks, what's the possibility of Pudding Brain getting us vaporized before your birthday? Unfortunately, we're talking about it, which means it's measurable. Copium, the ketchup and peanut butter drowns out the candy corn because you cheated by putting very little candy corn. Oh, for the love of God. I'm doing the best that I can. Ugh. Oh, God. Lev, please let me know about the day you'll be in New York City for Sticks Jason Giorgiani stream on patreon.com/break the rules before edited for YouTube. Watch recent Giorgiani and Curtis Yarvin streams there now. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a little bit of traveling, work related. I've also got to get down to Texas to see Anton. Ministry of Wrongthink. Sticks is officially a mukbang channel. Yeah, now people are bitching about how much candy corn I put on it or how much ketchup and stuff. Thank God you're still almost full. RJ, fuck candy corn. Happy payday. Here's a few bucks. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, see, the thing I hate about candy corn is it leaves that waxy sort of aftertaste. So I'm sorry I can't do the whole sandwich. I'm sorry I can't do that. Because I know that if I do eat the rest of that, I am going to puke, and I'd rather not do that. Wasted Bonehead, $50 to eat the chicken chunks again. No. That dare I will not take. Not under any circuit. You'd have to pay me a hell of a lot more than $50 to eat that one again. Ugh. Just a sec. I already regret having done that. I hate the aftertaste more than anything. By the way, these, in case you didn't see me mention it before, taste just like High C. You remember that like fruit punch, the really artificially flavored one they had back in the 90s? I don't know if they make Hawaiian punch or anything like that anymore, or High C. It tastes exactly the same. I don't know how they engineered it, but it's good. Much better than candy corn, that's for sure. Anyways, let's get into the news briefly. Talk about our sponsors now that I'm, nauseous. And I am, actually. Ugh. Sensei Song. Remember when Styx puked on a live stream? Yeah, I mean, you might get to see it. It's possible. So first I wanted to address something. A lot of people have messaged me with regards to Joe Biden, and they think maybe he's going to start World War III. He is definitely making diplomatic problems for Donald Trump on his way out. That's absolute. Everyone knows it. The liberals know it too. They just celebrate it and think it's a good thing. Sending landmines, which most countries have banned the use of entirely, to Ukraine is one thing. Sending also ICBMs to them and letting them strike targets in Russia is on a different level. And then Russia decided to retaliate by rolling out a new weapon. We're not 100% sure about the design at the moment. It appears to be some sort of hypersonic missile that they bombarded Kiev with actually last night. So yeah, the war keeps going. We're hoping that it doesn't lead to actual World War III. Much as Fallout is a good game, I enjoy it. The idea of walking around the wasteland with your music going, that sounds fun, but that's not actual real life. Some people, I think, LARP a little bit. I'm thinking that Biden might be doing a little bit of LARPing right now too, like he's LARPing as though he's still sane. I am very nauseous at the moment. Doc Holiday, Sticks, I would like to send you some homemade hot sauce I made from my garden peppers. How do I go about doing that? Best hot sauce in the world, guaranteed. I got a lot of hot sauce. If you DM me on Twitter, bump it to the top there, and I can give you my address. Jiminy Cricket, I'm convinced they tried to steal the election again and failed. Several 3 a.m. dumps again, but turnout literally overruled their attempt. I agree. They tried, but then they failed in a spectacular manner, which is great. Let's see. BW Sticks, do you think we're going to make it until January 20th? We'll be able to keep midterms if we do the tariffs and prices rise. Are we F? Not yet, but definitely there are people that are in power right now that are trying to make things as difficult as possible. Mind of a Madman. I'm taking your advice on V8. Yeah, it's taking some getting used to. My dad drank it like water. He's over 72 and still strong as all heck. I think I need the one with less sodium. It's not as tasty, but if you need a lower salt level, yeah, I mean, it's still edible. Redane, you look best clean shaven. Thank you. BW, see, I would have just had you eat a peanut butter and raisin sandwich. That doesn't sound bad. No, I don't want you to eat crazy stuff. Wasted, if World War III happens, we'll all be eating candy corn sandwiches. Yeah, it's dirt cheap, by the way. I mean, because, it's post-Halloween and nobody eats the candy corn. So it's like, I can't remember what price for the bag it was, but it was negligible. I got to say, my stomach is already not liking that. Thank you, everyone. At least I got paid for it. Some people have to eat that sort of shit for free. I suck at guitar. What are your thoughts on Pam Bondia's AG pick? I addressed that I think it's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. I would have preferred Gates, but I have a feeling that was a feint anyway. basically you put Gates fourth, everyone blows their load. And meanwhile, you're inserting other people in the cabinet. Well, they're not getting as much play now, are they? Only Matt Gaetz was. Gates, and to an extent, I guess, Tulsi. And some people are demanding that Tulsi gets withdrawn. I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen with that. By the way, Twisted, this is not my mom's sweater. This is actually my sweater. Right now, I'm low effort mode today. I'm a little bit low energy. You know, number one, it's Friday. Number two, I had to eat the fucking candy corn sandwich. So, Jesus. The Dashing Rogue. World War III is already happening. The Eurasian Union versus the West. This was all because of the Soviet boomer versus the American boomer. All war, boomer wars. Last speaking, I know that you like hot sauce. I guess it's very, very popular over in chat. But you don't need to say it over and over again that many times. So, just a second here. Yeah, so we talked about Biden and World War III. Clinton, though. I think this is actually the more important news topic. I don't think that there will actually be World War III. I just think that we're on a war footing and things are going to get messy over the next few years. Biden is effectively, he's burning the house down on his way out the door. That's clearly what he's doing. Having sabotaged Kamala Harris successfully, he's now trying to sabotage the next administration. He's not going to be remembered particularly fondly for that. And by the way, this fucking candy corn, I can smell it all the way over here and I hate it. Ugh. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. I can't eat the rest of you. I got to get that out of my way because the smell is nauseating me. But Clinton, I think, is fundamentally right. If there is a female president in the near future, I would give much better than 50-50 odds that it's a Republican. And that's because Democratic Party female doesn't attain the same demographic scope that you have with somebody who would maybe be more conservative with their politics. Imagine that you could use the V card basically to get more female voters aboard, and you could also get conservative voters. So you'd have like, you know, a Tulsi or a Palin or somebody like that. That could win fairly easily, actually. I think it'd be almost a shoo-in, assuming the person's qualified at all. And that's really what I look at. I am not an id poll voter. I don't care about their race, their gender, or any of these other things. I don't care if they're straight or gay. It doesn't matter to me. But many voters are id poll voters. Ultimately, they're more likely to vote for somebody who is the same race as them, the same gender, etc. So if you take the female cohort and you grab up even a single-digit proportion of them, and you grab up the R after name partisans, I think that you would put together a voting cohort that was big enough to win, potentially. On the Democratic side, though, I don't really think you have that advantage because the voters that would necessarily vote for someone simply because of that female identity, I think they're going to vote Democrat generally anyway. They've already got the D after their name. So I happen to agree with Bill Clinton, which is funny. He's kind of throwing the party under the bus by saying that, by the way. He's agreeing with the Republicans. Certain death. Trump's sentencing in the New York case has been delayed indefinitely by Merchan. A motion to dismiss the case entirely has been allowed to go forward. Nice. Yeah, that case is bullshit, just like all the other cases against Trump. BW, sad we only have to rely on Putin to be sane. Yeah, I mean, he is sane. You don't have to like him, but he's not a nutcase. I mean, Joe Biden kind of is. He's not really nuts. He's just demented. But, you know, Putin's thankfully not demented yet. Although imagine, because of the strongman politics that predominate in Russia, if he were to start losing it, if he were to start getting literal dementia, who's going to stop him from staying in power without the risk of getting killed? Wasted. Tulsi for 28 would be the best option, in my opinion. Agreed. She beat the hell out of Gavin Newsom or Kamala if they're batshit enough to run her again. I don't think they're crazy enough to run Kamala again. Nor do I necessarily think that she would want to run. And I wouldn't even blame her. Jokel Gaming. Did you see Scott Horton lays down on Piers Morgan? That dude knows what he is talking about. No, I didn't. Swamp Donkey. Will the anti-Semitism laws get passed, a.k.a. no-hide laws? Also, why is it that whites never get a hand lent to them by the status quo? Also, good morning, all. I don't know. I doubt that they get passed. John Allen, are you trying to emulate your brother Razor Fist with that glove? No, I just think that it looks good. Yes, last beacon, please relent. If you want to send super chats / Rumble rants, that's one thing, but come on. You're flooding chat over on Rumble. Yeah, I'm not feeling so hot. Candy corn does not agree with me. Ugh. Why do I have a feeling this is going to be a very, very bad night for my gastrointestinal system? Shouldn't have done that. Next time I'm going to charge twice as much. Let's talk about nanopasta, though. I'm not even going to bother covering some of these stories because, again, the archive is not really working on my end, unfortunately. I do want to cover this because I find it fascinating. We'll get into some science news and go right to the sponsors. I have a feeling that I'm going to have to go offline fairly early today. Thank you very much for paying me to eat that shit. Ugh. Oh, my God. Chemists have created the world's thinnest spaghetti. Yes, indeed. It's less than the width of a human hair, actually. So this is not angel hair pasta. This is, minute hair pasta. But they're not using it for food purposes, although I suppose you probably could. I'm assuming it would cook very, very quickly, although I don't know exactly how it would look like if you cooked it. Probably like a massive sponge or something like that. They're using it for wounds and stuff like that. The idea is that the starchiness of it can be used to stanch wounds and stuff like that. It's created because of the wide-ranging uses that extremely thin strands of material called nanofibers have in medicine and industry. Nanofibers made of starch produced by most green plants to store excess glucose are especially promising and could be used in bandages to aid wound healing, as the nanofiber mats are highly porous, allowing water and moisture in but keeping bacteria out, as scaffolding for bone regeneration, and for drug delivery. However, they rely on starch being extracted from plant cells and purified, a process requiring much energy and water. And so now they're trying to create, literal starchy nanofibers in the laboratory. I just found that fascinating. Yeah, imagine you accidentally cut your finger off, so you take pasta and you apply the pasta and it stops bleeding. Wonder if that'd work with regular pasta. Like if you crushed it up or something like that and put it on a wound. Maybe. Wasted bonehead. Last beacon. Ryan McDonald, USA. Sticks. My first time leaving the USA, visiting Peru. Any recommendations or thoughts that come to your mind when thinking of Peru? Definitely try all the food. I bet that's some good shit. Never really had Peruvian food. I want to try it, though, someday. BW, Sticks, if you were going to dress up as a Star Wars character, who would it be? Darth Sidious? No, I guess maybe with this on, I look more like Qui-Gon Jinn at the moment. Uranium Rabbit, Sticks, if the hush money case is dismissed or thrown out, does Trump lose the convicted felon status? I'm not sure, actually. No, I believe technically he would still have been convicted. He just wouldn't have been sentenced. I mean, I don't know exactly what they do if you've been convicted of a case, but then ex post facto, they just drop it. I'm going to get to the sponsors now because I'm definitely getting nauseous here. We have cultivated-mind.com, where you can get mushroom pills like these. They taste a lot better than candy corn, I'm very happy to say. Boost your energy and have some fun. Immune system support and all that stuff. And it does seem to work. It also seems to have certain neuroregenerative benefits, especially I believe the immune review. This is the one with the turkey tail. I've seen several studies regarding that and its benefits for the health of the neurons that are in your brain. It seems to work. Just an anecdotal thing. Disclaimer, the FDA has not approved this statement. Pumpkinfirecrafts.us, where you can get bookmarks, keychains, belt chains, engraved spoons, which several people have actually mentioned in the last few minutes, and much, much more. I believe there's also glassware available also from pumpkinfirecrafts.us. We have BiltongUSA.com. Anton can feed you all sorts of interesting meats. He's got like game meat too, venison and kangaroo and cool stuff like that now. Also, Stick, Sex, and Hammer tumblers, mugs, and shirts are available. Wicked Needle Embroidery.bigcartel.com, where you can get Stick, Sex, and Hammer hats. Several varieties are available. The one that was misprinted, I don't know how many they actually printed out. That was the one with the camo, and I guess that's no longer available, unfortunately. Should probably contact them and say, hey, It might have been a misprint before, but yeah, you should probably print up a few more of them. HeritageHeirloomSeedCompany.com, where you can get a seed survival bucket and grow wonderful squash like these guys over here, or gals. Technically, it's a swollen ovary. Never mind. Also, Sticks, Axe, and Hammer soaps are available. And I believe they have a sale going on right now as well, if I remember correctly. We have websterswares.com/sticks-wares. You can get Sticks, Axe, and Hammer beanies, a little bit of an homage to Tim Pool, of course. We've got knives available. Also, my favorite is the metal straws, because it reminded me of that one video from years ago of the turtle that had to get the straw removed from its nose. And I was like, right as I'm getting those, I'm, preparing to go to New Orleans and eat turtle soup. So I just thought it was funny. And finally, jamandbean.com. That is JAMNbean.com, where you can get official Clank coffee. It is delicious. One of the bags is almost gone at this point. I'm going to need a refill. There's also delicious teas available. And the healer tea, I think, is still my favorite. Although I'll say the black tea was extremely on point. Yeah, if I seem a little bit out of it today, I am a little bit on the tired side. Didn't really sleep well last night. And then I had to eat fucking candy corn. So that doesn't exactly help things. Wolf Better went to the MRI for my brain tumor, and the radiologist bluntly told me that it won't shrink more than this. It's not possible to have surgery until it shrinks more. I'll see my endro. Well, sorry about that. Yeah, I mean, I guess you can take turkey tail extracts or something. Stranger things have happened. Wasted bonehead, last beacon, over and over again. Oh, wait, I already read that one. Here's a tip for being a good sport about the sandwich. I'll go to the grave and think about what I did. Yeah, I'm going to go to the bathroom later and think about what I did. Swamp Donkey Sticks, for 100,000, would you go to India and eat all the street vendor food to see if you could withstand Delhi belly? Yeah, absolutely. I want to go to India. That'd be fun. Yeah, my stomach is definitely not feeling well, but please send no more super chats. This is going to be a very short stream because, yeah, that just doesn't feel very good down there. Senor Faces, since we are so back, can we celebrate it by a limited Sticks Fumo plushie and garden gnome release? Also, opinions on the whole banana inside a baguette. Banana with bread, that'd be fine. It'd definitely be better than candy corn. No, there will never be plushies and garden gnomes, though. Ugh. God damn. Still better than the white chicken chunks, but only marginally. Sticks is about to do a different kind of live stream. Yeah, it'd be one where I'm puking all over myself, I suppose. Yeah, from now on, I am definitely vetting the weird foods before I eat them. Like, there's different levels of weird. There's, okay, this is an exotic food, but it might be totally tasty. Like, I've had whale meat, I've had seal, those are good. I've had, kangaroo meat and alligator and stuff like that, but it's actually delicious. Then there's an abomination, which is what I unfortunately just ate. Hey, I got through 2 bites of it. That's better than I expected. I didn't expect to even be able to swallow the first bite. I expected to spit it out and be like, fuck, I can't do this. But that would have let people down. Fauci looks like a garden gnome. Maybe a garden troll or something like that. Yeah, I'm going to docket a couple of these articles, I think, for tomorrow. My apologies for being quite brief today, but yeah, my stomach is not feeling too well after that, unfortunately. Yeah, that's not the greatest in the world. Shouldn't have done that. I think I'll stick to MREs. They're more easily digestible, So I'm going to go offline now, and I'll see you again on Monday, hopefully with a normal live stream, actual news and stuff like that. This one was a little bit of a one-off simply because the sandwich thing, several people demanded it, and, it worked. Swamp Donkey, poop and puke live stream OnlyFans when? LMAO. Ugh. I don't think I'm actually going to puke up. I'm just going to remain nauseous for a while because, yeah, that's definitely a gut buster. I do not recommend. 0 out of 10. please do not try eating that. Again, ketchup, peanut butter, and candy corn do not mix together. If it was just the ketchup and the peanut butter, I have a feeling that actually it wouldn't be bad. Because the ketchup's sort of like, I mean, tomatoes are kind of a fruit, so it's almost a little bit like putting jelly on the peanut butter sandwich now, isn't it? But yeah, with the candy corn, I'm going to throw that shit out. Thankfully, again, it only costs like, I don't know, 50 cents or some shit like that. So I'm going to do the best that I can. That's about all. Peace out.